it's almost a proud father moment for us to be here. You know, I'm proud of my boys.
He's the father. He's the one. He's the oldest.
Hey, chill out for a second.
Respect your elders.
Yeah, actually, we're all pretty similar in birthdays because you're July. You're
What am I?
You're June. He's June 24.
Okay.
27.
Okay, so you guys tell me what my birthday
I got a clue.
Should I check transfer market?
I'm not even on
Actually, it's
transfer.
right. Yeah, it is right. September. But I got both of your months right. Oh no, I didn't get it. I
No,
got
you
your
were
date
in
right.
August.
I literally put it in my calendar the other day because I realized it wasn't there. And did you see me like search your profile up on LinkedIn by name or something?
No, I have not been on LinkedIn yet.
I'm crazy. I'm thicker than a snicker. I'm thicker than a ninja. Don't act like you don't know me. These hands deserve a trophy. Baby, it ain't no...
Welcome to this episode of the podcast, guys. Honestly, I actually can't believe it. I don't know about you guys.
We've managed it.
We've actually managed it. Val is from Hamburg in London. I am from Australia, Sydney in London. Well,
We're not even in one of our homes.
Yeah, we're not. We've made this work ridiculously. I can't believe it. Lim, give us a bit of a catch up on what's happening, where we are, and then Val, I want you to tell us how we know.
So we're currently in near Portsmouth in Chichester. I'm running a 102-kilometer ultra marathon tomorrow. That is why Val has come over. He's had meetings today. Well, he's supposed to, but I'm very grateful that they're both here to not only support me, help me document this. But Val, what's your situation with everything at the moment?
First of all, my first why is to document Liam this weekend, to get this man through to his ultra marathon.
Thank you.
But secondly, I was deciding if I wanted to come by for a short trip to London and meet the boys in person, because it's the first time actually in the last 2 years for the first time in 2 years that we've met in person.
First time ever that we met in person.
Yeah.
Mm.
And it's not that awkward as I could have imagined.
Yeah.
But
We like each other.
yeah, we like each other. Nick's a little bit taller than I expected.
Yeah.
I did too, to be fair. I'm the short one out of them.
Well, we're pretty tall. all
Do
of
you
us.
think everyone in England's small?
Yes. Well, look at the door that we just walked.
Bro, that's what I was thinking.
Yeah.
I thought I was like okay height, but then I saw these two and then I was like, okay, I'm small.
Compared to like the German
Germans.
infrastructures,
Yeah.
all of this is small.
Yeah.
Germany's pretty tall.
Yeah, we
Scandinavia
are
is
big
taller.
fellas.
Yeah, big fellas.
Yeah.
I feel small.
But otherwise, I'm good. I'm living life. I was sick for 6 weeks roughly, with 2 different illnesses, but
Yeah.
I'm back on track. I'm training for my next contract that I want to sign in the next couple of weeks. But
You said ultra marathon.
oh
No, you're not doing it. Don't worry.
no, I'm not doing an ultra. But yeah, I'm still playing football. My business going well, so yeah, I'm happy.
It's exciting.
Yeah.
It's really exciting. I mean, that's. We're not going to make that title the title I said, but it is really cool that we are, documenting our journeys from day one. And like I said this to the boys before when we were in the shops, we'll look back at this time, and this time will be, the best time of our life when we've got no real massive worries. And in the future, we'll have bigger worries, but we'll have much bigger rewards on that as well. And these times will be the best times that we've lived. I mean, even tonight, boys. How good's just even dinner, Like...
Except Nick doesn't eat dinner.
Except I'm just there watching. Yeah, we're still getting to it, boys.
We were having a pasta party, and he was sitting there like
Tomorrow
a chicken.
morning.
Yeah.
Tomorrow morning. No, that's my pasta party.
But going back to your point, it's crazy how far each of us have come in the last 2 years.
Yeah, yeah,
Nick and
it
I
is.
have actually spoken on the tube today about we don't see the daily progress,
Yeah.
but we see it in months and years,
Yeah.
and we can be proud of what we have achieved so far.
Yeah, it's insane actually.
I mean, the saying that makes me think about that a little bit is, you underestimate what you can do in a year, you overestimate what you can do in a year, and underestimate what you can do in 10. Does that resonate?
Yeah, I mean, to be fair, we're not old enough for 10
We're
yet.
not old enough for 10.
But even 5 years, like, it is crazy. Like, even how far Val's come with his business,
Yeah.
how far you've come with everything, and it's just honestly amazing to see it. Like, even in like a year or 2 years progress, we've made so much progress, and I can't wait to see the next 1 to 2 years. It's going to be crazy,
It's gonna be crazy for sure.
especially with the rebrand of everything
Yeah.
we're doing, Val's
Yeah.
doing.
Yeah.
The overall topic at the moment is rebranding.
Yeah.
I mean,
Rebrand.
even personal rebrands.
Yeah,
Yeah.
same on my side.
Yeah.
Personal
Yeah.
brand rebrand. Yeah.
That's what that thing is.
Yeah.
Thank goodness we've got that thing.
Yeah, literally.
I mean, that's going to make the documentary. I mean, the cinematics. Thank goodness for that.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is good. But honestly, guys, I mean, let's go through Val. I think we can start from this side.
Yeah,
to this
start
side.
from Val.
Val, what is Simp looking like? Because personally, I mean, I've always been excited. I always wanted to, see what you're doing. If I'm being honest, actually, the reason why I started all my businesses, it's this guy.
It's because it's a dream company, though, isn't it? Like a protein
Yeah.
protein supplement company is a dream company to have.
I
like-
also just never knew that business was possible. I didn't know what a startup was until this guy. I didn't know what anything was. I didn't know that you could do this. And then my brother comes from LinkedIn, and we just connect. And
My original plan with Nico was that I get him on as a LinkedIn influencer, but that went a little bit sideways.
Yeah.
But through that connection on LinkedIn, we got to become good friends.
yeah,
But updating on Sind a little bit, first of all, thank you very much for those kind words. I really, really appreciate it. And at the moment, it's a really cool stage because more and more people are resonating with me. I'm getting more and more feedback about how they want to start something similar or
Yeah.
that I inspire them. And that really took 3 years roughly until I came to this part.
Yeah.
I had to eat a lot of shit, if I can say that
yeah.
openly.
Yeah.
In the last 2 years, not everything has worked, but where we are at the moment, or for all of you guys listening out there, I'll give you a quick introduction of what I do. So my main job in life is being a professional football player, and if I have the option, I would always continue to be a professional football player at the moment. But on the side, I started a startup when I was 17. I always had issues in the supplements industry and the market. I am lactose intolerant, and I always got acne and digestive issues from traditional whey proteins. And one day I said, enough is enough. And I decided I don't need to reinvent the wheel,
Yeah.
but I can make it better. So I got together with a nutritional chemical, like a chemical nutritionist,
Chemist.
a chemist,
Yeah.
but for nutritional
Yeah.
purposes, who made the concept of the formula with me. We patented it, and I created the product, which is now 5-in-1 Athletic Whey.
Now tell how long that took you.
So from concept to product launch and first MVP, it took roughly 2 years. So I started when I was 17, and I launched my business when I was 19, and we launched in April 2023.
Yeah, wow.
How do you know? 21?
And I was 21 there.
Yeah.
And no, I'm
No,
20.
sorry,
And 19
20.
I was there. Sorry.
30th of August is his birthday.
Oh, okay. So
30
you're turning 21.
of July.
No, I literally checked on LinkedIn the other day. You see?
Yeah, 30 of July.
I put it in my calendar 30th of August.
No problem. But surprisingly, right now marks a milestone in my small entrepreneurial career so far, because I got rid of my first batch of product.
Yeah.
So
That's
roughly,
insane.
I invested into 950 kilos, so roughly
Ton.
1 ton,
Yeah.
and I got rid of 900 of those.
So they're a kilo. Are they a kilo?
Yeah, they're
Okay, yeah.
kilo-based products,
So
and
nice.
right now I got rid of the first batch, so roughly 900. We have a couple of tubes left, but I'll use those to sample athletes and whatsoever.
Wow.
But yeah, I'm really proud of myself for achieving that so far. I already have a new production in for the second batch of protein powders for vanilla and chocolate. Some more kilos coming our way. We have a new manufacturer in Germany.
Is this all self-funded as well?
Yeah, it's all bootstrapped,
Yeah,
kind of.
insane.
Yeah, there's some funding from myself or from my family.
Yeah,
but
but-
otherwise,
yeah.
I was bootstrapping.
But the equity remains in your court.
Yeah,
Yeah,
exactly,
yeah,
exactly.
that's
So
insane. I love that.
I have 100% equity of the brand or of the business, the
But that
LLC.
also chopped and changed for a while in terms of potentially going with a co-founder.
Yeah, but that's similar to your situation. I think I would explain entrepreneurship if coming together with a partner similar to a marriage.
Yeah.
For example, I right now am in a situation where I want to get a partner involved. He wants to invest actually,
Yeah.
and I told him we can get engaged
Yeah.
for the next 6 months.
Probation.
Probational based. He's also bringing in some capital.
Yeah.
But for example, in marriage as well,
Yeah.
the first 6 months of an engagement, still
Dating.
happy thoughts
Yeah.
and honeymoon phase.
Yeah.
And if the curtains drop and shit hits the fan, what are we doing?
Yeah.
And I need to know that my partner's in my boat.
I really like that.
I don't
Really
need a
like
yes sayer.
Yeah.
I think that's how you.
A yes man.
A yes man. I need a guy who also gives me not criticism but talks back.
Constructive,
Yeah,
yeah.
and who does challenge my thoughts and ideas.
Yeah.
So I found a guy who I'm trying to get in bed with. Let's
Yeah.
say.
Crazy.
We're getting engaged right now.
That's a German saying, by the way. They
We're
all
getting
say
in
it.
bed, getting married, having kids.
Yeah, but because many people out there,
No,
also
I
when
like
I
it.
started, didn't know how entrepreneurship works.
Yeah.
So I'm trying to simplify it to a level that I would understand it in simple terms.
Yeah.
And I think that is the best analogy to use.
Yeah.
I love that.
So yeah, our contract started on the 1st of June and it's ending in December of 2024. And then we're seeing, are we going to get married? Because
Yeah.
it's a lot of legal shit as well,
Yeah. Yeah.
legal costs. So right now he's giving me a loan with interest and etc. We have it all deal that I don't screw him over
Yeah.
because I also want to show him respect that I don't, I'm
take-
not the
Utilize the
CEO.
capital.
Yeah, you utilize the capital. So I try to treat him as a partner.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's what we're doing. We're also just now in on the tube as well. Nick and I were designing some new packaging options.
It's exciting.
Yeah, we were formulating
Yeah.
everything, and we're bringing out 2 new product lines, also in collaboration with a different brand. But yeah, I'm excited.
It's really cool.
That's
Yeah.
amazing.
I remember, well, crazy times when we first even started doing the pod together with some early guests, getting the products to them. I mean, it's almost like that Whoop story, right?
Yeah.
With Will Armour getting his product to the biggest athletes in the world. We were able to get your product to one of the biggest football clubs in the world. I think that's really cool.
Yeah.
I think that's, one thing that I was really happy with.
Yeah.
Because, again, like I hadn't known too much about startups, businesses like that. Even at the time, I didn't think it was that crazy. But now looking at it,
Neither did I.
yeah,
It's all learning by doing. I've
Yeah.
never studied anything in that space.
yeah.
But
Did you manage to get Matt Sheldon on affiliate, or was it just sending product?
No, I actually with Matt. How I got to Matt
Because I saw
Sheldon.
that in his video once. I forgot to message you. I sent it to Nick.
Yeah.
Wait, in his video he showed the package.
Yeah,
What?
he used it.
Really?
Yeah.
I didn't know.
No, I need to find that video then. He used it in one of his YouTube videos.
You know how I dribbled to get to Matt Sheldon?
Oh,
I had emailed him. I tried to find an email address from him. Was not possible.
I was
he is. I've never even DMs. He's never answered
Yeah,
my DMs.
me too. I put in YouTube comments. I put in a lot of work. How I got it? I booked one of his one-on-one calls.
Oh, yeah.
I invested some money. Then we had a chat, and then he does the one-on-one calls.
Yeah.
We had a great 1-hour chat. Then we emailed a little bit back and forth. And I told him, yeah, I started a business on the side, but the call was more about football and like dealing with setbacks and each other's personal stories. And he was also having some contract opportunities in Greece at the time, actually.
Oh, okay.
Not at the time we were speaking, but before a couple of years.
Yeah.
So that was cool. But with him, I sent him some products, like without
Expecting anything in return,
without
yeah.
expectation, just for him to test the product. And now that you're saying it, I've never actually seen it.
Yeah, he used it in one of. I saw it and then I was like, wait, what?
Yeah.
I thought you got him on like as an affiliate or something, and then he was just using it in one of like the B-roll shots of him like making a smoothie or something.
Because I've never heard from him anymore. I had messaged him a couple of times.
That's crazy though. Nah, he's quite big though.
But my number one tip actually in this space, or what I learned from social media and how to get in touch with people, is that I bought the blue tick on Instagram.
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember that you said that because you went from under 2.
No, I had 800 followers and I bought the blue tick.
Yeah, okay, crazy.
How
And
many you got now?
6K on Instagram.
Yeah.
It's not much. but
TikTok.
I got on TikTok 12.6 or something.
Yeah.
Still.
The girls go crazy.
No,
Yeah,
but but he's not even posting reels really. Like
No,
that's
no,
good.
not
He's not
posting
even
reels. No, but
posting.
But I'm
TikTok.
changing the personal
Yeah,
brand
yeah,
strategy
that's
now.
what I mean.
On
Yeah.
TikTok, there are a few QT reels that he made.
Yeah, bro, my DMs with
Yeah.
the girls, I'm sorry, but they're full.
Yeah, I saw it.
They're full.
They wanted him.
And they're like, once I did a joke where girls can send me girlfriend applications per email.
Oh my gosh.
And I swear to God, they started sending me girlfriend
Any good
applications.
ones or no?
What?
Any good ones?
I don't know, bro. I don't respond to them.
You gotta read them, bro.
I read them, but
You ain't got a
what should I
girl, do you?
What?
You don't have a girl?
No, I got
Yeah.
separated a couple of 1.5 years ago. But yeah, but funny enough, yeah, I think the blue tick on Instagram is the one that opened the most doors for me.
Yeah.
Very interesting.
No, I agree because you see it more as well.
Okay, let's say for
You like
example
it,
with you have a lot of community, a lot of followers. If there's a blue tick, it already gives the eye a little bit of.
Yeah, I mean, for me, it's more followers. I mean, blue tick as well. But like, if I see someone has a blue tick and they probably have less than like 10K, I know they've bought it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's like, okay, yeah. I mean, but still,
But
they've
still,
invested money into
the
it.
profile needs to be verified.
Yeah,
You know,
yeah, 100%.
that already gives more social proof or social trust
Yeah,
for
definitely.
anyone on the other side receiving the message.
No, yeah, 100%. I agree because it also helps to get into inboxes and stuff as
Yeah.
well. Even when you like people's photos, it comes up at the top.
Yeah.
So no, I agree 100%. It's definitely good investment if you're gonna use social media to promote your business or personal brand.
And people buy more from me. So, for example, a comparison between if I send a DM via my business Instagram or my personal,
Yeah.
10 out of 10 times, like 9 out of 10 times they answer on my personal.
Do you have Sint in your bio?
I have.
Yeah. Okay. Good. Yeah. That's good.
Bit of a social proof.
What about you, Nick?
Exactly.
How have you been?
Nick,
What's
update
everything
us.
up with you?
So, there's actually I haven't even told you about another thing that I had a call today with a guy from Germany, and he wants me to start editing his podcast, which is just a bit of a random
decent.
one. But everything is I'm a busy man. I'm a very busy man. I struggle to say no to things even. So that's although I deal with things pretty well, I think.
Yeah.
In terms of my productivity, I'd say that's probably why I have the worst types of eating disorders that you can probably imagine. And that's also not a joke. So if you think I'm being insensitive, no, I'm not. So
No, really.
Yeah, really. We've got confirmation here.
I experienced some stuff from his time in Bayreuth.
All right, yeah, that was peak. Anyways, that's such a random topic. But yeah, busy. Sculpted app. We're moving. Hopefully in the App Store in the coming months. That obviously comes with hopefully investment. Kind of like what you were saying, Val, with your product. The MVP, your product, your minimum viable product is your Synth protein powder.
Yeah,
Getting it out there. You're still in your MVP phase right now.
I am. It's always constantly evolving.
Exactly. And then in 2 years' time, maybe that's when you're out. When you've got more products that actually are more features. It's what we're trying to do, right, with Live Free.
Yeah, for
My app will be an MVP for a long time.
Definitely.
Whoop was an MVP for the first 3 iterations. And now you only see Whoop 4 actually coming to fruition and being something really powerful. I mean, I don't know if you heard of Whoop when it was Whoop 3.
I had Whoop 3 and
Okay.
it was a brick on your.
Right.
Was it?
Yeah, but I can't even
Wow.
imagine how 2 or 1 were.
Exactly. Yeah. And that was a very slow burn. It took a long time for them to get
Yeah.
each iteration. And really, Whoop 4 took off. Billion. What were you going to say?
Do you know Athletic Greens?
Yeah.
They have 53 product formulation
iterations.
Well,
Yeah.
iterations until they have the formula now.
And they're still probably changing it
Yeah.
now.
Yeah.
And for example, I changed my product formula as well.
Yeah.
I optimized it and I added vitamin D. But that is for a funny thing that I'm saying about because MVP. I am a perfectionist and I wanted to have my MVP as perfect as possible. When I launched it, it was 70% done. I had so
Yeah.
many packaging issues, like with spelling mistakes or
I remember that. I got one of the OG boxes.
yeah, consulting
With
stuff.
the boxes now, do they still have the plastic inside, and is that attached to the sides?
No, it's not. Now I have a new box where I have inner lining.
Yeah.
And
Which-
you just put the protein in that.
The protein is going to be inside the tube itself, and we're cutting down on the volume of the package. So at the
Yeah,
moment,
okay,
we're not
good.
going to get 1 kilo,
Yeah.
but we're going to have a product portfolio line of 330 grams.
Yeah.
Grams. We have single serving sachets
Okay. Yeah.
in
Cool.
5 box, like a box
Yeah.
of 5
Yeah.
and a box of 30, and then we have ready to go drinks in an aluminium can.
That's gonna be so
perfect.
sick.
Yeah.
It's going to be so sick.
Yeah, that'll be
Always sick.
awesome.
Yeah.
That's
I think, yeah, the way I see your company is you've got that ability to make something really unique here, and so do we with Live Free
Yeah.
and everything else that we're doing. But you're also much further ahead than Liam and I, and it's not even that much further. Like, I'm not saying it in a disrespectful way. It's just that you're just years ahead, and it's not actually you're not 10 years into it because you're 20, right?
No, but I would actually say, because I am 20,
Yeah.
you're 19, and you're 18, I find huge respect for you guys, because at the time you were, or I was 18, I didn't have the knowledge that I have yet, but you have the knowledge that I have now, roughly, already in your ages. So the sooner you start, the better.
Which is even going back to the point, and not to glaze you, but, and I don't use the word glaze, but
I heard someone else say it, so now you're saying it.
Bro, if my prodigy becomes more successful than me,
Your
that's my hardcore.
prodigy.
yeah, facts.
I am from Star Wars, Master Yoda.
Yeah.
And you are
The Padawan.
Anakin Skywalker.
I am the Padawan.
Yeah. The Padawan.
Yeah, but I mean, that's like what I think that a lot of the things that I wanted to do, boys, is to create a good bunch of people around us so that we could really lift each other up.
Yeah.
And this is honestly the accumulation of that right now.
Yeah.
And that's why it's almost a proud father moment for us to be here. You know, I'm proud of my boys.
He's the father. He's the one. He's the oldest.
Hey, chill out for a second.
Respect your elders.
Yeah. Actually, we're all pretty similar in birthdays because you're July. You're
What am I?
You're June. He's June 24.
Okay.
27.
Okay, so you guys tell me what my birthday
I
is.
got a clue.
Should I check transfer market?
I'm not even on
Actually, it's
transfer.
right. Yeah, it is right. It's September 15th. But I got both of your months right. Oh no, I didn't get it. I
No,
got
you
your
were
date
in
right. I got your date
August.
right. I literally put it on my calendar the other day because I realized it wasn't there. And did you see me search your profile up on LinkedIn by name or something?
No,
Oh,
I've not been on LinkedIn
yeah.
yet. But I want to know from you guys, live free.
Yeah.
I need some more
Yeah,
updates.
we haven't really
Yeah,
given you
you've
much.
not given me anything.
Actually, I should have brought my computer because I was working on the landing page. Oh my gosh.
Oh yeah.
That wait
Yeah.
list is what I sent you. That wait list.
Yeah.
Nick's accidentally becoming a UI UX designer. That's just
Yeah, I experienced that this morning.
Yeah.
And on the tube, bro, he was...
Oh, he just works now.
No, he was designing packaging left, right, and center.
Non-stop work.
Yeah.
Right.
I'm loving it.
Optimized.
I'm loving it.
But yeah, that's live free. Liam, you let's work on the pitch here. Pitch it to Val.
So we are basically creating a platform. You probably watched Masterclass or Udemy before. Something similar to that, except we're teaching people what they don't learn in school. So you left school now, 18, you leave school, you now have a business. How do I pay my tax? You don't learn these things. How do I cook for myself? How do I have relationships and learn relationship skills? How do I do all these different things that you aren't really taught going to university or going to school, that are practical life skills that everyone has to learn? So that is what we're trying to kind of create within a platform, and create high quality content, not only film for that, but also have an aesthetic, easy to use, interactive platform. So there's both sides of it. Obviously you have the software and then the content itself.
Yep.
So we're trying to create those two different sides and put them all into one together, and then have a just amazing platform for everyone to use. Because Nick and I, obviously, we both left school around 15, 16.
Idiots.
Nick's learned a lot about me over these past few weeks. Days. But, idiots. But yeah, that's something we've always kind of needed, and I feel like a lot of people will benefit from as well.
Yeah.
But in terms of the building out of that at the moment, we're currently in the MVP stage still, so hopefully we'll be finished that end of July.
Our MVP will be in the market by end of July.
Yeah, and then we will also hopefully have investment, or in talks of investment, by end of this year, hopefully. But yeah, you want to give a bit more background?
Yeah, I mean, Val, maybe you can even give me 3 examples of something that you wished you learned at school. Have you got anything?
Business? Anything?
Business, business. We just spoke about it in the car. Actually, we spoke about LLCs and how the tax system works for example,
Different
social
countries.
media creators and stuff like that. I still am learning how to do my personal tax income statement.
Yeah.
On the business side, I managed to learn that ASAP quickly.
Interesting.
But in Germany, it's not difficult, but it's tedious.
It's very structured in Germany.
Yeah.
And also they make it quite difficult.
Yeah. For example, things like that. Second topic would be the simple task of how to use the how's it called, where you put the clothes inside and
Washing machine.
Yeah,
So,
yeah.
in simple terms, how to use the washing machine,
Practical skills.
when to use the dryer, and
Facts.
and how to use an
Facts.
ironing board.
Yeah, I still
For
don't.
sure.
Yeah.
I still don't know.
Because I check colors, black and white.
In the same. Alright, I was doing that every day when I was in Australia. I just on a like quick 30-minute light wash so they don't get mixed.
Exactly. And then I have two more which are kind of similar.
Yeah.
But one is maintenance for a car.
Yeah.
Yeah, facts.
And more importantly, like
a good
maintenance
one, yeah.
for a car is like maybe more predominantly for the male version,
Yeah.
but also women sometimes want to know or need to know.
We
Yeah.
are female empowerers.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But on the more important side, knowing how to maintain a bicycle, how to change the tire and stuff like, because maybe you're a young parent, and your kid has a flat tire or something. You want to be a leader or a role model for this person and try to show them how to do it.
Yeah.
And these are life skills that the kid learns from their parents most of the time.
Yeah.
So simple videos like that is what I would be looking for.
I think, and that's the thing. It's not like me and Nick are just going out and teaching these and like learning it to then teach other people.
yeah,
We're
we're not doing
bringing
it ourselves.
we're bringing experts on in the space. So we're bringing top cyclist experts on or top mechanics on in those industries to teach people like yourself on those skills. Top laundry experts.
Yeah.
My mum.
Or how, like a simple tutorial.
Wow, you're
Yeah.
saying your
If
mum she only does laundry?
I learned here and there.
Simple how to clean an apartment.
Literally. How to, well,
Mary
as a student-
Mary Kondo.
Yeah,
She
Marie
is-
Kondo style.
have you seen her?
Yeah.
She's
a crazy
insane.
organizer.
Insane.
Yeah.
I mean, like
When
the
you get
way
on.
that I think about it is, there's many different business models, and it gets my mind thinking a lot. But it's bridging that gap from. It stems in the word "live free," right? It's about living a life of freedom, and the way that we're kind of marketing it is that. Even through the various business models, through the free kind of courses and the free videos, like those practical kind of videos that are very easy taught, those will be free. The courses will be a bit more in depth. And the way that we then get that to be institutionalized or be backed by bigger institutions, governments, things like that. It's even things like, how do you move from this country to that country?
Yeah.
Because
Moving.
Liam and I have gone through that. You've gone through that.
Yeah.
These are things that most 19-year-olds, 18-year-olds, 17-year-olds, when you did it, you were originally 14. When I did it, I was 15. When you did it, you were 17. We've all got pretty crazy stories.
Yeah.
And we were onto trying to live a life of freedom, but we were constricted by things that we weren't taught, that in a modern day like world that we live in, we aren't necessarily... We shouldn't necessarily know these things. But guess what? A lot of people want to know them.
Yeah.
That's what we want to do.
Yeah.
And we see a very big gap in the market with many different things. And we think that we are the right people to do it because we also are big proponents for needing it.
Yeah.
Which is a good founder story.
Yeah.
You know, when you guys told me about the startup a little bit more just now, I got into thinking, I myself would consider myself to be an extrovert. I have no problem with going to Liam if he would be a stranger, or going to startup nights and trying to get into talks with people. But people who are introverted and sometimes feel embarrassed to ask for help or feel that it is an embarrassing question, this would be a perfect opportunity because they can not hide, but they can
Learn the
look
things.
into researching these kind of topics on their own style.
Their own will,
Yeah.
rather than being forced into it, where they feel uncomfortable to ask a question. That's
I think that's
actually
even where like the relationship side
EQ.
comes into it as well, as helping people with those skills of becoming more extroverted and going out to functions or going out to networking events and speaking to people. Like, we're going to have those experts on to speak about everything like that. So
Yeah.
I do like that
You know
idea.
where I see yourselves evolving to eventually? We're trying to do something with Sind as well, like offline events. I think relationship
about it.
building.
We
What?
Don't talk about it. We spoke about it. We spoke about
The
it.
fight of the grass came.
Yeah.
You'll see.
It's in the pipeline.
Confidential.
Okay.
It's in the,
Yeah. There's a reason why it's called Live Free. Let's just say that because you put an E at the end. But get rid of the free.
Ah. Okay. Okay.
We probably just gave our whole spiel.
coming soon. Coming soon.
It would
coming
be
soon.
It's down the
I
line.
hit a nerve there.
We both reacted.
Sorry, boys.
No, it's fine. But you were thinking on the right path there because that's what we want to do.
Do you want to know from of my offline concept event that
Oh,
I want to
yes.
start? First of all, I need to introduce you. You know, run clubs are evolving at
Yeah.
the moment.
Yes.
They're in the hype.
Oh,
I want to what?
They're in the hype.
Yeah, they are. We can say that.
Oh, we can say that.
Yeah. I want to create my own, not only run club. I briefly briefed him today, but I want to create an athletic club community in several different sporting events. For example, once High Rocks, or we go rent a paddle field situation and we have tournament of playing paddle or cycling. And the cycling club, I want to call Bricklayers Union. What are we saying?
Why is that?
United.
Oh yeah, Bricklayers Union.
Why is
You
why
don't
bricklayers?
Bricklayers? Because bricklayers get shit done.
Fair enough.
Yeah. And
Not English ones.
So no, well, this got here somehow.
yeah, exactly. But
That
in
is-
German
that
we
is
have the
desperate.
saying like bricklayers get shit done.
get up and get after it.
Yeah, well, that's what I was thinking of. Yeah.
And basically, going away from the athletic into more lifestyle, relationship building, community building aspect, I want to create like host events where athletes in particular come together. The concept is taken from the idea of a concept in Germany called fuck up night.
They just get straight to it.
Yeah.
Yeah, look, but the fuck up night concept is that 40 athletes, or back then the idea was 40 business entrepreneurs come together. Each one has 5 minutes or 3 minutes time being able to present something on the before the audience. And he's not allowed to speak about the achievements or the benefits he's gotten through his entrepreneurial career. Rather, he's only allowed to talk about his setbacks,
I
his
love that.
mistakes, and shit like that. That's how we get to learn to know the founders. It's storytelling. It's seeing what they had to go through. And the same goes with athletes.
Yeah.
How many professional athletes there are? We all three
Yeah.
have good stories that we could share about fuck-ups or having to eat shit or mistakes that we did.
All the things that go on in clubs, like we spoke about. Nah.
Yeah. It's like
they don't see.
Yeah.
People don't
Yeah.
see that as well.
It's like sitting in a sauna with your best mates and talking about these kind of scenarios, and it's just an open
Are you the
floor.
type of person to speak in the sauna?
For sure.
That's so German.
For
They
sure.
also
I do, to be fair. If someone wants to speak,
really
I'm not going to go out my way and like
Talk and sweat, I would call it.
okay.
Talk and
well,
sweat.
That's a podcast title.
Talk and sweat.
sweat.
I've got a crazy story about that with my football.
Sweat
coach.
equity.
Yeah.
Yeah.
When I was in Thuringen.
Yeah.
Oh my
In
gosh.
Germany.
Yeah. So my old coach, probably mid 80s. We go into the sauna. This is the under 19s.
Okay.
So I was with the big boys there.
Oh.
I was 15 at the time, and I'm with the under 19s, mainly South Korean. So I felt good. That was crazy. But then my coach, and if you don't get why I felt good, it's because everyone has to be naked in there.
Yeah.
In England, that's not the case.
No, you put towel.
In Germany, in the youth, it's not normal as well.
towel.
Okay, I got
To my experience.
okay because I got to, maybe in Bavaria, I got told to take that stuff off.
What
In
towel?
Hamburg,
No, my pants, undies. I went in
Undies.
with undies, and she's like, take them off.
yeah, it's culture.
Yeah, and anyway, so my coach, mid 80s, just flopping around,
The helicopter.
flopping around in the
All right,
sauna.
this get not PG.
But that's that was crazy times. Yeah.
You know, when this podcast is like 1,000
Yeah,
like,
when people
episodes,
Yeah.
like a million subscribers, you're gonna clip of that.
flip it.
You send it to this 8-year-old. Actually, it'd be dead by then. It'd be dead by then, to be fair.
That one we might need to clip. I mean, beep. Oh gosh, yeah, that's funny. What's the time looking at, by the way, boys? Because we've got
7:42.
okay, so we've got around
5 minutes for us to set up.
okay, all right. Well, anything else? Liam, you've got to go into.
Yeah, we want to
obviously-
hear some more about this run.
Yeah. Oh, you had a question for him. for the podcast?
Yeah, but the question is I asked him basically on the parking lot,
Oh, okay.
but I'll ask it again. Would you ever try to do a triathlon?
A triathlon, potentially. I mean, it might be something after this one where I go, okay, I want to do a high rocks, I want to do a triathlon, or do an Ironman, and just do them all. I mean, there was one which I saw, but I'm now contemplating, which is under the age of 26. So the youngest person to do 7 ultra marathons across the 7 different continents is 26 years old.
You want to do one in Antarctica?
I saw that one. So her name's what's her name? Jackie.
Her name?
Bush.
No, Jackie something. Yeah, bro. She is running. So she's sponsored by Red Bull. She's running on ice. Like she falls down this like ravine, crevasse, whatever. Running on like water, ice, freezing in Antarctica. I was like, what? And you're running over like 100 and something miles. Oh, so I saw that one. I was like, maybe not. But maybe an Ironman. Maybe an Ironman. Maybe a triathlon. How far is a triathlon?
They're different. Like there's Olympic distance. The Olympic distance, I don't count me on this one, but I believe it's 1.8 kilometers swim, 90 kilometers cycling, and 21 half marathon at the end.
Oh, that's not too bad.
It's not that bad.
Yeah.
I feel like I could do that.
Yeah.
I feel like I could probably do that now.
What's swimming like?
Yeah, but not on the pace.
No, not on the pace of
Like the running, I think is your.
The running, I'd be fine. Bike, I think I'd be okay. Swimming, I can swim, but I don't think I can swim quick.
But open water swimming in those conditions
that's hard.
is tough.
That's hard. That's good. That's a different thing.
Also scary.
I'd also freeze.
Yeah, for sure.
No, I'd be freezing.
Yeah.
But definitely updates a little bit on the ultra marathon.
Yeah,
how you came about it actually. I want to know that.
I mean, it was more I've always thought like, because I've always kind of watched David Goggins and those type of people like Nick Bear we were speaking about before. They're always doing these people like these ultra marathons, the Badwater 135, whatever that's called. And I've always seen that, and because I've been playing football, I can't really do it.
Yeah,
like you can't go do
I
these
can't do
things.
Ironman at the moment, so.
Yeah, you can't go train for these things. So I was like, okay, maybe that's like something I wanted to do once I stopped playing football. But now I've stopped playing football, which is obviously a big decision. I was like, oh, I'll just go do a load of running, kind of high rocks type training, which I want to go into after this. But I did someone, I don't know, it was in my mind, I was like, I've seen all these people now doing marathons. So I was like, okay, I need to prove to myself I can do a marathon. So I just went out at 3 a.m. in the morning, did a fucking marathon.
Without training?
Without training, didn't even have any water. I had a Nature Valley bar, so my mouth was dry, and that was it. Got back at like 6 a.m., 7 a.m. Yeah, it was crazy pace. That was like a 4:30 pace. I ran it in 3:15, 3 hours 15, and then had massive blisters. But then I was like, okay, right. The next week I was thinking, okay, do I think I could sign up for an ultra marathon? Did it, and then now I'm here. I've been training for like a month and a half, even though people usually train for like 6-7 months for an ultra marathon. But yeah, I'm here now.
I mean, arguably you have been training.
I've been training with football, but
yeah.
It's a completely different game, to be honest. Like even after my 30Ks, it is tough, definitely. Especially with the elevation. Like this elevation is 1.5K for this run.
So break that down. Does that mean that you're going to run up the base camp, basically, of Everest?
I don't know what's Everest.
I think it's, I don't know, maybe 2 kilometers elevation.
Probably then.
Because Everest is upwards of 6, right?
Oh yeah, true. Yeah,
So-
it might be. I mean, the first half the race is 50K, obviously, and that is 450 meters. So the next part of the race, in the last 50K, is going to be 1K of elevation, which is crazy. So the pace might slow down slightly. I'm trying to go for under 10 hours. But yeah.
Under 10 hours is crazy.
Yeah, my Instagram side is currently doing okay. Kind of trying to rebrand that at the moment. Go more towards food content. Just need to figure out my own style, really. I'm trying to go away from copying other people and do my own thing in that sense with recipes, and got a few videos lined up with like trying some celebrity recipes. So like The Rock, Kylie Jenner, Beyonce, like all their famous recipes that they do. Nick saw me make one of them. He was sitting in the kitchen while I was making it.
Yeah.
What did you think of the guacamole?
The guacamole was good. The guacamole was good, although I don't think...
You decided to break your fast? for the guacamole?
It was in the morning.
In the morning. Yeah, don't worry. It was an early breakfast, guacamole. It was honestly the exact same as what I've always had.
Yeah, it wasn't anything special.
And how was the raw, man?
The raw, yeah, I call it ramen.
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 What's with ramen?
I thought something else.
Ramen. But yeah, that's kind of with obviously everything we're doing with Live Free and stuff. But the Instagram's just ticking along at the moment. Not really gaining any followers. I mean, I'm gaining 2K a week, but then I said in the last podcast, like losing 1.5K just because obviously football and then bots as well. Like transitioning followers at the moment.
Yeah.
So
Because he still buys bots. I said that last time. He doesn't. But
No, but the concept of, for example, social media, I'm trying to figure out my own personal brand and what direction I want to go to. And for example, I'm starting with horizontal content at the moment with like trying to do some YouTube videos. And for example, for me, Daniel Dalen, maybe some people from outside know him, is one creator I really like enjoying watching.
Yeah.
And I always try to put out content that I would like to watch.
yeah.
And for example, Daniel's style that he puts out,
You watch every second of it.
I watch every second.
Yeah.
And he has my attention, all of that. And some templates or characteristics of his content, I will copy, but I will put my twist on it.
Yeah.
Because that's what
I think the
kind of
difference as
content-
well, like you're German, you can speak English, you in the football space as well, which is another difference. I think a lot of people like to see different things, and like his difference obviously he can speak Chinese. He's grown up in.
He's living in
that
Hong
area.
Kong.
Yeah, like he's a white guy living in Hong Kong.
Yeah.
Oh, he's
Can speak Mandarin.
in Hong Kong.
Yeah, he lives
Yeah,
in Hong
yeah.
Kong.
That's where my stopover was.
Huh?
That's where my stopover was.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
You should go and see him.
Sure, going to say it.
Except we didn't have the link up.
Didn't wake up. Good now.
But I think it also comes back down to documenting. He's documenting his path.
And he's been doing it for quite a while. Do
Yeah.
you know how long he's been doing it?
No, but I know that for
He's-
the last
yeah,
4
he's been
months,
doing
he's
it.
just gotten the attention
No.
or the
Yeah.
the feedback.
Yeah, and that's partly to do with his business as well. Like even with Iman Gadji's been doing it for a while. Like he's been doing it since he was 17, and he's obviously blown up in the last like 2 years with it because of his business.
But didn't your social media also once COVID hit or something, it took off? As
Yeah, yeah. I think it was kind of 2022 it took off with like all the football content and like day in the life and stuff. And I mean, I'm trying to get more back into that. Is go into YouTube videos as well now, long form. Or I think I was saying to Nick, the transition of short form now is so high edited. So many people are doing such high platform, high quality. And I just want to go into like the more raw footage on kind of YouTube, more productive morning in my life, 4 a.m. morning in my life, productivity, and then kind of document similar style on Instagram as well. But yeah, that's kind of my update. Do you want to wrap it up?
I think so.
Yeah?
He's got a game to watch.
Yeah. I got to go to bed.
Schland is playing.
He's watching the game, I'm going to bed.
Germany is playing tonight. I need to do a little bit of work, and then tomorrow 4 a.m. is
4 a.m.
starting time.
Yeah.
I mean, I got work to do, but I got to leave that because I got to go to bed.
We got to film tomorrow morning. We got to document everything. I'm going to get the drone up because it's not as windy now. We got stuff to do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Thank you guys for watching. Make sure you like, subscribe, comment, and we'll see you guys in the next one.
Also, the more you support us, the more likely these type of episodes to happen. Because if we can get this pod up and running and continue, because we've actually had a lot of growth in the recent.
Really?
Yeah, ever since
Ever since you left. Kidding.
It's fine. You guys can take over.
No, Val's back in.
No,
Val's
no,
back
no,
in the
no,
business.
no.
He's back in it.
Honestly though, like I do want to get, like, if I get a nutritionist on, and then I do want to get you on those types of episodes.
Yeah.
Because then,
Those are my topics, you know?
yeah,
I
doing
like to
stuff like
discuss
that.
those.
That's where I think, like, I even spoke to you about it like previously, where I wanted to get a bunch of people who we could just go into. Okay, that's their episode. You know what I mean? Where it's like
With you, he means.
Yeah. Like, so if I was to then get a strength and conditioning coach, and I had a strength and conditioning friend, I would then take that episode with him, with that strength and conditioning coach. So that's the three of us doing that. That's the type of thing that I was thinking of. Nutritionists, things like that, things that would help. Your reputation.
I have 2 podcast episode ideas that we can definitely do.
Yeah.
potentially the one partner that I'm bringing in.
Yeah.
Okay.
That would be cool.
Yeah.
Seeing his perspective of coming onboarding to a new business and like that. And then I want to do we host maybe an in-person podcast with like 5-6 people, and we only talk about our fuck ups.
I like
That's
no,
a shout.
I- you know that could be a podcast, you know, in itself.
That's a unique.
Could be a
type of
twist to this podcast.
Yeah, that could be.
Cut it out.
Okay,
Yeah.
we will see you guys in the next one. Peace
See you
out.
guys.